On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. From the red zone now, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Got it. 11.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Well, these Buccaneers coming off a 4-game drop-off from a year ago, 9-7 in Dirk Cutter's first season to 5-11 last year. It's now 10 straight seasons without a playoff appearance. And, in fact, they have not won a playoff game, Charles, since winning Super Bowl 37.
And in order for them to get back to the playoffs, they've got to go through their division, which is awfully tough and high-powered on offense. Atlanta, New Orleans, Carolina. So the Buccaneers made the investment. Jason Pierre-Paul from the Giants on the defensive side of the ball. Also picked up Bo Allen and Vinny Curry from the Philadelphia Eagles. So the defensive front taken care of. They also picked up Vita Vea, a massive defensive tackle from Washington in the first round of the draft. Then they picked up a couple of corners. They know that on the defensive side of the ball, That's where they have to make their biggest gain to chase down their division rivals.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Winston now to throw on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Got it!
So after the INT, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
21, 21, 21.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage loss.
Here we go.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Barber, and he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This is the rookie from USC, Ronald Jones, his first NFL carry. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Winston. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 4th down, Winston. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So give him the first down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Winston keeps it himself, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. We focus our attention here on the Saints offense as they come out. And last year, they were coming into 2017 with 3 straight 7-9 seasons. Well, they got it turned around. Won the NFC South at 11-5. Won a wild card game. And then we all know the story. Heartbreak in Minneapolis.
But it's one that won't break this team, I don't believe. I think it's actually something that they can use as fodder for the season, as something to build upon. And when you think of New Orleans, you naturally think of offense. You think of Drew Brees. You think of Alvin Kamara last year as a rookie, making the big plays. Mark Ingram running the football, throwing it to Mike Thomas out wide. But the key to this team continuing to get better remains on defense. And I think it was shown in the draft when they made the big move and drafted Marcus Davenport out of UTSA to rush the passer. They know they've got to win their division, which means slowing down some high-powered offenses in Tampa Bay, Carolina, and Atlanta.
Brees will try again on second down. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got it! 36, 36. 11.
Brees now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
12. 21. Got it! 12.
Brees to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
12. Got it!
Throwing on first down is Brees. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. they're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Breeze now to throw. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now, Breeze again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Nassib in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
A second down throw for Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Good set. 21. Hey, easy. 11. Monday. Got it. 12.
Shotgun now for Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 11. Got it. 11. 12.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
12. 11. Got it. 11.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, Breeze. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Bo Allen with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
11. 21. 21. Got it.
On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Got it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got it.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. The Saints had 23 rushing touchdowns last year, most in the league, and they've got Kamara back there on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Ready. We're ready.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Winston. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Got it. Go down.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Breeze now. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Got it.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Breeze. Incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, a guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On fourth down, they do snap it to Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. On 1st and 10, Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Bucs on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Winston now to throw on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Evans. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
21. 11. Got it. 11. 5. Under.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
We're waiting. 21. Got it. 11.
Again, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Kill. 21. 11. Got it. 11.
On first down, Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Hey, easy. Ready? We're waiting. 11. 21. Got it. Got it. 51.
Now, Breeze again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, two. Ready. Blue 80. Watch the script. Okay. Over.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
11.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
11. 21. Got it. 11. 21.
Breeze is looking to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
11. Got it. 11. By 4.
Now Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 35 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. From the gun, Winston. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Green, triple C. Easy. Green, triple C.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Got it! Under! 12! 11!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
36. 21.
Bree's going to throw here. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
11. 12. Got it!
Breeze now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for New Orleans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask PS4. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos, it's in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha
Yeah.
blesses
Yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Cats and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pocket splitters. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student felon. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. Bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the I do. Don't want no, they pull up with they. It's times three, that's how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Flash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Cats and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dust, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Get a Kleenex for that baby, wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a leg with till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Cats and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Race with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Booped out for a shot. Harv in the Martian. I'ma put your brain up an auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. on Mars. Gotta get the grace of the God. Grace to God. 3 rock stars. Nobody seeing the gang on guard. God. Yeah, 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 yeah. Superstars, superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the, I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to, you all get a bird, this Oprah. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, the doors. Oh, you know. You ever been hit with the water? Then had to wait, do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in 2-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the sport, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. like bridesmaids. And they all gangsta, don't be talking sideways. He said, you look like this. He makes sure he...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up. Go Bears. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Trubisky on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 36 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action here on first down. Fighting his way through contact. Caught left side to Crabtree. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Lucky 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Jackson now. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time, doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Room past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll buy some time right. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Trubisky with a give to Howard, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This time, Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, 18. Gotta go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18. Hey, gotta go. 18.
Trubisky to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now here come the Ravens. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now Jackson on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
On third down, Jackson. He's got Snead. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Try to run it in, going option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown from 13 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Gotta go.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, Trubisky got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a first down. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They try again with Cohen. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They go play action. Trubisky looking for White on the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And some space here. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 30 yards. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run the option right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This is Cohen. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway. Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A Chicago 1st down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score. And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them. Parkey with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews went incomplete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up? I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it. I did, didn't I? Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gun!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot!
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Lucky 56.
They'll try to run it in, going up. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and his...
special, really necessary. Get the message like a secretary, boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator, fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling, you to all my haters, they skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. But promise I don't give a about them, let them out to anywhere, tell them they don't need nothing. Just like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta, I can give a about a dog. Cause I'm used to getting things from a text, so I can't setting numbers in the hood, do what I say, do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit, to hate that. 50 million, you died to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a on me and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if a kid gon' go see me, ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot, when bought it. Caught case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a